recording do?
The recording is because I say this 1,000 times. And so in order for me to make it so that, I get really, really, really good at it, I listen to my own recordings. I dissect my recordings. I send my recordings to Pamela. I post them on the internet. I rip the recordings apart and create content to go on to Facebook. It's content. It's
okay.
Very, very important content.
Makes sense.
That's the reason I do it. So now I'm basically giving you I'm giving you my strategy. Okay. My strategy now from the very beginning was to be a mentor. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and do my 3 sales with, I'm going to do 3 sales to get my, to make it so that I qualify to get my $7,000 commission by doing solo deals. Okay. Now I want you to hear me out on this. I am not going to try to sell my first 5 deals solo. I am not going to do that. I'm going to walk away from that part in my brain because my top priority of my own business is to find myself 5 guys or 5 people, women, guys, that will be my salespeople. And I will train my salespeople because I know this. I know that I will be the best closer in the company. Not a doubt in my mind. I'm going to put it this way. JC Rangel has sold 300 units in 1 year on his own. He did it solo, 300 units in 1 year. That's the most that anybody's ever sold. So that at least tells me who I need to compete against, right? I got to compete against him to be better. I hope I only sell 50. I hope I only have to sell 50. Because if I get myself to 50 sales that I don't personally have to do, but 50 sales that I teach, maybe Pamela wants to be a mentor. I've got Pamela, I've got Trey, I've got Jim Stevens has 2 or 3 guys on his team that want to be mentors. And I have a couple of Craig Doty that wants to be a mentor. So I've got a bunch of guys that want to be mentors, right? And so what I would do is I would go to these people on my team and I'll say, I'll tell you what, I'm going to help you get to the mentor position, but you're going to split your money with me anyway. And here's what I'm going to do. If I give you a deal, if I give you one of my 5 that are my solo, it's going to go towards you to be the mentor. I want X amount of dollars out of that deal. And I'm going to coach you through to be a salesperson in my organization, because if you're in my organization, I am going to be passing deals to you. Okay.
Yep.
Now remember, I'm talking about people that are direct to me. I don't share this information with anybody that is not direct to me. Now that's pretty bold statement right there. I do not share that information. Right. But I'm sharing it with you. You're not direct to me. You're direct to Pamela. And here's the deal.
And then is Pamela direct to you?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Now, if Pamela, if you sell, or if I give the deal to Pamela and Pamela closes a deal, I still get 20%. You don't understand the commission level, how the commissions work yet. So I'm going to take you through that. And I'm not going to take you through and do an explanation of every level. I don't want to do that. That's overwhelming to people. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what you need right now. And then the big picture is there, and you just have to trust that the big picture is there. Okay. And you're going to go after the big picture, but let's focus on what we need to do in order to make it so that you make money now. Okay. If I focus on that, then I make money now and you make money now. That's the cool part. So I'm going to share my screen.
Now this is considered 1099, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Or you can, put it into your business, create an LLC, do it whatever way you want.
Yep. Okay.
All right, you're seeing my screen right now.
Yep.
Okay, there's two compensation slides in the presentation. This is the first compensation slide, and this slide is a compensation plan that's called team building overrides, and the override is the key word for this particular slide. Okay, when somebody sells a deal, there's overrides that are paid. There's a 70-30 split on the profits of a deal. Okay, so the profits of a deal work like this: average gross profit is $10,000 to a deal. Okay,
Okay.
so 70-30 split, that's 7,000 goes to the sales rep, and 30% goes to the headquarters, to the company. Okay, the company does not keep all 30%. That's the cool part about the company. They take that 30% and they divide it in half, and half of the money goes back to the field force. Is everybody with me at this point?
Mm-hmm.
$10,000 profit, 7,000 goes to the sales rep, 3,000 goes to the headquarters. The headquarters splits that 3,000 in half, and that half goes to the field force, which are called overrides, which creates this slide. All on the same page?
Yep.
Okay. So in order to participate in the override program, in order to participate in receiving your overrides, you have to qualify to participate in the overrides. Okay,
Which is the manager, correct? That's the first one.
which is level 1. Level 1 is first level.
For just your direct. Yes, your direct override. Okay.
Okay, so here's the deal. Level 1 shows that you have on level 1, the qualifying situation for level 1, this first row, is that you have to have 2 people under you that are paying members. Okay, they're either paying the $149. Let's not use the $100 number. Let's use they're either paying $49 a month or $99 a month, or they've got 4 and they don't have to pay anymore. Okay, so you have to have one person on each leg, one on your right and one on your left. Everybody with me?
Yes.
So
That
Pam,
means
where am I on yours?
You
your first generation, you are first generation direct to her, but you're on her right leg, deep in her right leg.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
where is
not
she at on yours?
She is direct to me, and she is like, I think you're like 3rd or 4th below, or you might be 2nd. Are you a 2nd to you've got a shitload of people on your left and right legs right now.
I think I have like 46, don't I?
I have no idea, but she's on
every day it goes up a little bit more and a little bit more every day.
She is not on my power leg. She's on the leg that I'm personally building, because I've got what's called a power leg that I wake up in the morning, I got 100 people on it the next day. So I don't ever worry about that leg. So I push everybody to my left leg at this particular point. Okay. But let's stick to this. So to qualify, you need to have 2 members that are paying, and that qualifies you to get the level 1 override. It's as simple as that. It qualifies you to get level 1 override. And the override at level 1 is a 20% override. Now, what is that 20%? That's what you need to know. 30% of the profit of the gross revenue goes to the headquarters, and they split that in half. So that means that half of the $3,000 is going back to the field force. The 20% is 20% of that half. Does that make sense?
The $300.
It could be, but it'll probably be more like $600. I average mine off at about $600. Okay. Now, that's only on a direct sale. It's only for a direct sale. It doesn't mean that. It means that if Pamela sells it, I get my 20% at that level. If you sell it, then Pamela gets the 20% and I don't get anything. Does that make sense?
Yep.
That pisses me off though, okay? Because I don't get anything, right?
Right.
So I work real hard to go up the ladder. So I'm right about at this level right now, a director level. So if Pamela sells it, she gets 20. I get 10% of that, of the money as well. I get a 10% override on everybody under her. Now look at, that's on anybody that sells in either one of my two legs for infinity.
So getting there as quick as possible is critical. Because then you just start.
Not necessarily the quickness. The most important part in the very beginning stages is to get the qualifications. But because of the way I am, because of the way I push the deal, you have more homework than I had when I had to get in. That's all. It's just a little different because I'm really pushing you to get to a level to make it so that I don't have to do the selling. I don't want to sell. I would rather have 150 people direct to me that I recruited direct. And I'll take a gamble that out of 150 people that are direct to me, that at least 20% of those people on a monthly basis are out working. Okay. So I end up with, let's say I end up with 20 electric bills a month, one from each one of the ones that are working. I'm happy with that. Okay. Because I'm going to earn 20% on each one. And then I'll grow my business from there. I started working that level more than anything else. That's what I'm working right here. I am not working this level right here. I am not working the manager level, and I'm not working the director level. Now,
what do you mean you're not working those levels?
I don't work them at all. I don't think about these levels at all. I only think about this level right here. Because if you think about this level alone in the very beginning stages, these will grow automatically.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll organically just happen.
Yeah, they'll organically happen. And how do I know that that's true? How do we know that that's true? What's the easiest and fastest way to answer that question? How do you guys know that?
Look at your power leg and see how it grows every day.
Nope.
The power of network marketing?
Nope. It's happening. It's right before your eyes. You're already doing it. It's you and her on this call with me right now. It's organically growing.
Mm-hmm.
It's already happening. Yeah. It happens automatically if you focus on going direct. If you focus on going wide, it will automatically happen. Yeah. That's why I learned the presentation, and I try to be better than anybody else in doing it. I try to outdo everybody. That's the goal in my mind. If I get better than everybody else in just one area of the business, I will blow the doors off the walls. Okay. Here's the deal. I am totally focused on going wide. I look for people. I literally go on Facebook and I look for people that I think that I can recruit personally direct to me, and I go after them. Okay. I also go into Pamela's account on Facebook and I look for people to go after direct for Pamela. Okay. Now look, I'm going to tell an honest story right here. Okay. I found you, Becky. I found you.
I told her that.
Okay.
did.
I went after you. I looked at you and I said, I don't get it here. I don't get it. Who is this? What's going on here? And I had a feeling. And when that happens to me, I go for it. And Pamela has allowed me to do whatever I wanted to do in her Facebook account. And so what I try to do is I try to go after people and create conversation, to do nothing more than to get us into a place where I can say, hey, do you have an open mind about your income opportunities?
And I knew you didn't sound like her. That's why I asked you the question about her father's nickname, because I'm like, this doesn't sound like Pam to me.
Now, look, you know what? That's the coolest thing. I can't wait to tell this story in publicly, because there is a lady on my team that's direct to me. Okay. And she got so mad at me. She got so mad at me for doing what I was doing on her account. She said, that's not me. And I said to her, I said, look it, Jersey, do me a favor. Shut up. Just shut up and let me do what I do, because you don't know what you're doing and you wanted me to help you. And now you're going to try to tell me what to do. Shut up and let me do my thing. I've got people already recruited on your business. You're already making money. And she goes, I don't think you're a very good mentor. And I said, I don't think you're a very good listener. Okay. And she goes, I quit. I go, good for you. And she left the company. She left.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Now listen to this. Now listen.
Put me in her slot.
Now look, that didn't stop me from building her team. I still built her team, and I built her team. And now I'm going to show you what I did. I built her team, and I put her.
If she's open on your leg, then are you taking over that position on your leg?
It probably just moves. It probably moves all those people up.
Just moves up. Everybody. She just misses out on the money.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
The money just goes right by her. So what do? I email her every day, and I said, "Ooh, another 300 went right by you. Another 300 went right by you." Now she's coming in under Craig Doty. Now she wants to work with Craig Doty. Okay. And Craig said, and I said, go ahead, Craig. Absolutely. She's still under me. She's not going to go anywhere. I'm still going to make the money. She's a smart girl, but she just wouldn't listen. And she kept saying to me, you're not talking to the people the way I want to talk to them. I said, look you're a really good talker to the people. I don't want to talk. I want the people to join your organization and be part of a business. You want them to come to your Christmas party. I don't give a shit about your Christmas party.
Yep.
That's what I told her. And she lost it. I mean, she lost it. She wrote me a message. She wrote me a message that said, fuck off. Just like that on Facebook. And I said, goodbye, girl. But I kept her in the leg. I kept her right there in the leg so that I can write her. I can send her messages, every couple, because I want her back. I know that eventually she'll have a better relationship with me because of
but she shouldn't be able to come back in that same position.
Why?
You probably won't. Well,
She already left it.
Of course they will. Of course they will. They don't lose
she
their
made a
position.
choice to leave. Why bring her back in that same position?
Because why would I take it away? Why would you take it away? It doesn't matter to you. She's not making any money off it. The money that she would have been making is going to you instead.
Yeah.
I want her to come. I want her to come back when the money is at $300,000 a year.
And she would be able to slide in. Wow.
Huh?
And she'd be able to slide in. Wow.
Yeah, you're coded. It's your position.
Interesting.
It's a free position to come into.
So your brother could come back as well.
I do it to my brother every day. Every day. My brother is on my email list. So is this girl. They're invited to every meeting. I will never take them off. Ever, ever, ever. I still love them just because they don't want to be in the business. That doesn't matter to me.
Right.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, but they're holding a position and doing nothing for it.
So it's just a position. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything.
Well, they could be making money by not doing anything in the end.
Right. It has no monetary value to anybody but me.
Yeah, which is why I said that you definitely want to get your place in position, because the further on you're down, then, you know, you want to get, I mean, knowing that this is so new, it makes sense to lock in your position as an affiliate at the minimum, because then at least you're locked in the position.
Right.
That's what I was telling Christina. I don't know if you know it or not, but Becky, yes, you do have somebody on your team already. So Christina's husband, we got him signed up today.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay, so are you so let me make sure that you guys are, I'm not saying that you're doing it wrong, but I want to understand your methodology. Did you switch the leg and make it go that way, or did somebody go
I think it goes right, left, right, left.
Right. It goes whatever way you tell it to go. You go
Right.
into your system, you can change it to go right, left, or left, right, or left,
Right.
left, like that. You can do
Yes.
it whatever way you want. But there is no need. Just remember, there is no need to make it go like that. And that is not a good thing to be communicating to your team about being under somebody. Don't let it think like that. Only think about the people that are direct to you. Because
Okay.
here's the deal. Everybody that's direct to me might be 500 people deep in my business.
Right.
I'm not going to stop recruiting. A year from now, I'm still going to be recruiting, and the people are going to be deep in in either my right or left leg.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where, as long as they're direct to me.
Right.
As long as the computer knows they're direct to me, that's all. I only care about the 20% commission. I only care about the 30%. I only care about the 35, the 40, and the 45. That's it.
Yep.
That's all I care about. That's the commission on the solar sales. That's the sales override. The next commission is what you're involved in with me, Becky. You're a builder, so you're involved in the dual bonuses, which is if you have 10 paying people on your left and 10 paying people on your right, and they don't have to be direct to you. They can be anybody. They can be anybody in your left or right leg. And if they're paying and you have 10 people on each side paying, that's $500 a month. That's residual income to you, just like that from the company.
Scroll down to the slides so you can see it.
This is not a slide. This is a background on my computer. I have it there so I can read it. I'll pull up the slide.
Okay.
So if you have 25 people on your team, then you have let me pull a slide.
So Pamela, so when I got that message from David, how do I start doing something similar to that to start getting people?
So that David, what can you help her with some of the tools?
Yeah.
So we used to be a part of a program called MGL. That's how we all know each other. David went direct to the person who operated and did these programs, and he now has access to these programs without going through MGL. And these are automated tools. And this is why I want David. What I loved about David is that I prejudge people like, oh, they wouldn't want this, or oh, that person might be busy, or oh, like all the stuff in my head. And whenever you run a tool, I call it like the anti-rejection tool. You're just going to send out the tool. You're going to send it out. You're going to run it, and it runs automatically. And so you can run it through, and yes, he can kind of connect you with that. But those are the tools that we've used. I don't know, probably about 6 months now. And that's why a lot of people on my Facebook, I told them, like, a lot of people, I have no idea who they are. I have no idea who they are because I've met with them on an automated basis. So whenever I gave them free,
stop. Okay, Becky, this is training 101. I want you to help me here, because You know exactly what I'm doing, Becky. You know exactly what's getting ready to take place. Pamela, she asked you a question and you went into Never Never Land. You just took off into Never Never Land.
Okay.
Answer their questions and that's it. Nothing more. Okay. Look at, she wants to know right now how she can market like I did on your account. That was her question.
Okay.
She doesn't need to know anything about how the sausage is made. She just needs to know that we can do it. Period. She's going to pick this up very quickly. Remember who she is. She has the ability. She managed a bunch of guys. Okay. She knows exactly what's going on in the world. All that I had to do is show her. All I got to do is just do it for her. I know what she wants. I'll handle it.
Okay.
Don't take people down story lane. I'm not telling you not to take them down story lane, but I'm telling you, answer her question and get out of it. That's it.
Okay. So yes, it's called a connector tool.
So this is the other this is compensation number 1, the one I just showed you. This is the dual right here, dual team bonuses. Okay. This is a big deal right here. I don't know if I can't make that bigger.
I can. It's okay.
So right there, Builder 500. So it says 10 people on your left, 10 people on your right, left, team 1, team 2, that's left and right. That's a $500 bonus. 25 paying and 25 paying, that's a $1,000 bonus. Okay. Now look at, that is unheard of in the network marketing world. Unheard of. Okay. Unheard of. The largest company out there right now is only paying about $118 a month off of a deal like that. We're paying $500 and $1,000. Then you get down to this section right here and it says 20% check match on your first generation. That means that whatever money everybody's made on their first generation, all the people that are direct to you, they're going to match that their checks, and they're going to give you 20% of whatever that total is. You understand that?
Yep.
So in other words, if 10 people made $20,000 that month, right? That's 10 times 20,000. That's 200 grand. I'm going to get a check for 20% of $200,000.
$4,000.
Okay. Nice deal.
Yeah. 20%, no 40,000.
Then it goes up 55 and 50, 55 and 55 is 2,000 a month with 20% check, check match bonus on second generation. So now I'm getting it on, if I'm automatically getting it on the 55-55, I'm also getting my 25-25 right there. That's crazy money.
Yeah.
That's crazy money.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy money.
And it goes down. This is the recruiting part. Okay. This is the builder.
Yeah.
And look, I didn't, when I first joined, I didn't pay any attention to this at all. None.
Well, that's the part that interests me for sure.
That is totally the part that interests me. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It didn't get me at all, but I went to,
Really?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. I'm more interested in people direct. I'm more interested in seeing people learn how to do it. And I want to grow it and know that I've got something sustainable. This right here is people, in my mind, these are people that are going to go out and they'll just try to get people and sell the 199 and talk about smart money bonus or smart money club and things like that. Nothing wrong with that in my mind, but that's not what my goal was when I came in. But I changed a little bit when I started talking to Jim, and Jim started explaining to me where the money is here. This is Jim Stevens' department more than mine.
Well, that's because of network marketing. This is this is why I was interested in it, because network marketing, there's no ceiling. Like once you get going, there's no ceiling. People, So I guess that's why it interests me. And I hate to run, but I have an appointment. So you get Becky set up with the tools and explain that, and I will talk to y'all later.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks.
So Becky, what I do for Pam is I have a system, and I found another one here yesterday, and I'm working on it today. What my specialty is that I like to, I'm a software person. So I find automated tools and I customize them. You know what white labeling is? Do you know what the term white labeling means?
I do not.
Okay. White label means that there are big development companies out on the internet. They're very large developers, and they'll develop a piece of software, and that piece of software might be a piece of software that people will use, that they could take that software and say, okay, if you want to use it, you can use it. It's X amount of dollars. But if you want to sell it, if you'd like to sell it, then we'll go ahead and make you a white label owner of it, and you can sell it under your label. We'll support it, but you can sell it under your label, almost like franchising, but it's more online. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this is what it kind of looks like. This is your, and it's not going to mean anything to you because you're just looking at stuff. But this is one of the pieces of software. Okay. And then I've got a bunch of little extensions that I use. And these are organizational tools and marketing tools. That's all they are. And I just put them together, and I help Pamela run her account. I do it for about 25 different people right now in the solar business, in the solar part of the business. And I charge a fee for it, because I have virtual agents that will run it for them. I charge a fee for it. I set it up. I do the whole program for them. And then I also do the selling and the setting the stage and helping to set the appointment, stuff like that. The same way Pamela did it with you. I do that for anywhere from 30 to 45 days, 60 days, until the person has the ability to do it on their own. You probably won't ever want to run the software on your own. So you'll have somebody run the software for you eventually. But what you'll want to get to the point of is you'll want to handle your own calls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Pamela didn't handle her calls. She didn't, in the very beginning, she would tell me stories about people. This person's not going to do it because of, I'll give you an example. She has a lady right, not there, but this is you right here.
Yep.
This lady right here. Okay. She had an appointment with that lady. I set an appointment with that lady.
Yep.
And I chose the lady. This is just the way I do it. It doesn't mean that it's the right way to do it, but I'm super successful with it. I chose this lady by going through her Facebook account, and I chose it because of her face. Okay. I looked at her and I said, ooh, she has a pretty smile. But in my heart of hearts, I said, this lady is beat up like no tomorrow. And what I meant by beat up, I think she looks like she's just been worked like no, exhausted.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden I said, what the fuck is that? Jolly. What does that mean? Jolly doesn't go with that face. So in my head, I said, I want to know what she means by that word. What is Jolly doing on her Facebook? That's the only reason I got in touch with her. And I sent her a message. I just clicked on her button. I sent her a message, something like, I sent her a happy birthday. I sent a bunch of happy birthdays out. I have a piece of software that sends birthday messages out every day.
Sent to me, you too. Yeah.
So that's my conversation starter for brand new people, right? They all come back and they say thank you. I put them into a label. I label them, and the label says birthday message sent. And 30 days after I send the birthday message, I will take and I'll send out a group message to everybody. Hey, it's 30 days and past your birthday. What's going on? You haven't stayed in touch with me. I thought we were Facebook friends. Come on. And I get several people will get back to me. And then I start the conversation. I go, look at, is your mind open for an income opportunity? Are you that type of a person? Just a quick question, just anything to get them to communicate so that they'll start a conversation with me and I can start to ask questions and take them down the path. I mean, that's all. It's just relationship 101, you know?
Right. Right.
And so that's what I do. And I'd be more than glad to set it up for you too. I don't like to do it on, do you have a Facebook account?
Yeah.
And how
Well,
old is the account?
What do you, the one you just looked at, you mean?
Yeah. How old is that account?
Oh, years. I mean, 2009, maybe.
It's only got 51 people, 51 mutual friends. How many followers do you have on it?
Couple thousand. I'd have to look. I think I have it all privatized so you can't see it.
Okay, you see, yeah, you do. You see how I've got all the labels right there?
Yep.
I label people. I put a whole bunch of labels together. Facebook doesn't.
2040 friends.
Okay, so I would just go through and I would teach you how to label the people so that we could get started. And then once it started, I start doing broadcast messages and keeping up with the people on a daily basis, that kind of thing. It's nothing more than marketing 101. I'm just the marketing guy for your solar business. That's all, your solar and brokerage business. Just drumming up business. That's all I'm doing.
Yep. Awesome. Okay, what do I have to do in order to get that? To get started on that?
So let me, in your particular case, you probably have a database already because you have a list of people that, hey, you know what, you got to let me do. Do you mind if I take like 5 minutes and run to the bathroom?
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I gotta run. Otherwise I'll explode here.
All right.
So in your business, in the trucking business, What did you use for a CRM? What was your software that you used to keep track of everything?
QuickBooks.
Okay, so that's a customer database. That's not a prospecting database. Or so
I had direct customers. So all I used was QuickBooks to keep track of my customers. I had more work than I could even shake a stick at. I didn't need to go out and outsource.
Okay, so this business is more about having lists of people, you know, real estate agents, stuff like that.
Right.
So the database, the whole system, if you put the whole system together and ran it, like, because the way you and I are talking right now is you're actually, and I want you to know this clearly, you're the only, you and I think you met Trey. You saw Trey Wagner on my call, Chris Doty, and Jim Stevens.
Yep.
You fit in with us, okay? That group right there. You're the person. Pam does not fit in that group. Christina doesn't fit into that group. They are not at a level financially where they have the ability to invest in their business, okay? The only thing that they had the ability to do was to join the business, to enroll, you know, to buy into the idea of owning a business, but they're not invested into the business other than in time, okay? And which is the way probably 75, 80, 90% of the people in all of our businesses is actually going to enroll. In my business, it's very close to 90% of the people financially are even struggle for the not $199 down payment and then the $99 a month. The goal, that's why my goal is always, if they join at the $199 and pay the $99 a month, get 4, pay no more. So my focus is always at helping people to go get their 4, you know, let's go get their 4. So immediately I go out and push them to put a list together, and let's get on the phone and call a couple of your friends, neighbors, and relatives. And trust me, let me try to get a few people to join. But I've been a network marketer for many, many years. I know the game plan. In your particular case, yours and my particular case, I didn't start that way. I invested in my business well before I even paid the $199, right? I mean, I already had a database filled with names. I already had a place to go. I'm already paying monthly fees for every piece of software that I own. I already own a business. So the business is running. The tools are there to run it. Pamela and Christine and a couple of other people, but Chris Doty and Trey and all those guys, they're all businessmen. They're all running their own software. They're all running their own businesses, their own Facebook accounts, paying their bills, you know, all that kind of stuff. So this software, the software to run this for you, I would tell you to go down a different path. I would tell you there's a piece of software out there that I just found it last night, okay? And it's better than the piece of software that I'm presently using. I use a piece of software right now that's called right here. It's up here. These two men. It's called the Connector.
Okay.
And I can go into a group. I can actually go into a group, and I can dive into that group, and all the names that would be in the group. Like I could go to this group right here. Oh, it's a private group. Let's go to something different. There's 57,000 people, 5,700 people in that group, okay? I can go into this group and click on that button right here, members. With this tool, I can automatically set it up to connect with about 25 or 30 people every 12 hours. I can use the tool to connect with the people that are in that group on an automated fashion. Just turn it on and walk away. Hit that run button right there and walk away. Okay. And it's going to send out a generic message and get people to reply. And that's how I start the conversation. Okay. Because and I'll tell you, this is Pamela's account. In Pamela's account, what I do is I try to get brand new people, because the more brand new people you have, the bigger your birthday list is going to be. And the birthday list for Pamela is what really works the best. And I don't want to take her down a path where she's got to learn something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to, you know what I want. I want her to stay focused on getting electric bills. I don't want her to think about, she doesn't need to be thinking about talking to people on Facebook. You already see, like, she go down with you, and she could accidentally take you down a path of talking about health and wellness,
Yep.
Not what we're interested in. We're interested in the money part. And she hasn't gotten to that level yet. She wants to change her financial situation, but she's not at the place where she knows that money is what changes her financial life. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Yep. But at the same time, we are using the tool and it does work, but it takes hours of my time. Okay. And hours of my time teaching a VA how to talk and act like Pamela in here somewhat, because everybody that does reply back has to be replied to immediately in some kind of form or fashion, right? Because you got to keep the momentum going. So I've been searching for a piece of software that will continue to make the conversation go without having a human being doing it. And I found it. You're familiar with what everybody's talking about right now called AI, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I am trying to be an AI specialist at the same time. I've been involved for a little over 2 years. I was a year ahead of everybody, of a lot of people, when it came to artificial intelligence, because I knew that it was coming. I was following it. And when it launched, I was right there at the very beginning on with several different companies. And I found a company a couple of days ago, and I bought the software last night. And what it does is it actually, instead of going in and messaging all these people in the group, instead of going in and messaging those 5,700 people right there,
yep,
the software actually goes into the group and it extracts, it scrapes all of their Facebook information out of the group and puts it in a spreadsheet. And once it comes back into the spreadsheet, I can create a customized message that has sequential mailing capabilities, meaning that I can send out message number 1, somebody replies, artificial intelligence will start to talk to it. A bot will start to talk to it and carry the conversation on and on and on and on until that person, the AI tool is trained to take that person all the way to the point, through a series of questions, all the way to the point to where they will book an appointment or go directly to my page and sign up without me ever talking to them.
Wow.
And so
That's huge.
Yeah, I'm in the process right now of putting that I've got it all together. The software does work, but what I don't have yet is I don't have the hours of the customization automated yet, so that I can make it so it's scalable in this sense. If I sold it to you right now and you said you wanted to do it, I'd be bootstrapped, because
it doesn't have enough information in it yet to be effective.
It does have the information in it to be effective. It's just not you yet. It's not you.
Exactly. Yes.
I have to customize it to be you,
Yeah.
And I decided that I don't actually have to customize it to be you exactly. I have to customize it to be the Build Network business. I have to customize it so that it's actually your business speaking to it on your behalf. and I'm writing the documentation. I'm probably going to have it finished by the middle of next week. And then I'll be able to say, okay, I can sell it to everybody. And when they sign up for it, then all I've got to do is just push a button and everything is ready for everybody to go within a few minutes rather than a few days. Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
And then what it's all about is, driving it to you've got a website already. I don't know what you named your website, but you've got a website. And when if we drive people to it, you want them to click the enroll button. So you want the bot to talk about the enroll button. The other thing is you want the bot to be able to talk about, an affiliate. You want the bot to talk about a consultant. You want the bot to talk about a builder. And that's the part that I'm writing right now. And I'm gonna probably put that on the market. I'll probably put it on the market for something like $247 a month. And people will jump at it, not just because of build, okay, but they'll jump at it because the majority of people that are in build at this particular point in time right now are businessmen, people that are at the level that you and I are at, the 199. Those people are business people. And so there's probably about 1,000 of us in the business like that. And those people are going to want this kind of a piece of software because eventually they're going to want to sell it. They're going to want to offer it and sell it to their downlines. They're not going to try to go out there and sell it to their downline right away, but they're going to do it as soon as it starts to work for them. That's the way it's always worked for me in the past. But right now I probably need at least a week to get it finished. But once it's finished, we can just turn it on and let it run.
Go.
It will take a virtual assistant to man it on a daily basis, because you don't want to just go after one group. You're going to want to go after thousands of groups, right? Like I specialize in real estate agents and insurance agents. That's my master target list. Okay. So as an example, if I wanted to go after, there's a group out here that let's look for, let's just see what real estate has. We're in Pam's group, so it's going to lean towards her algorithm. But let's see if we can just pull up a big real estate group. Here's a real estate group that's got 75,000 people in it, okay? And it does 4 posts a day is what the group does, okay? So inside this group, and it's a public group. I always look for public. I don't want to be in a private group. I look for public because they're the ones you can get into the easiest. So I get into the group, right? I get into the group. That's 75,000 right there. That record is going to take 2 days to draw all the names out of it, to get it out. Then once the names come out, if you remember, I said that the system is customized to talk about build for you. That's who I'm going to do it for first. So it would be talking about the build business. It would answer those kind of questions. But we're in a real estate group. So when we pull these 75,000 names, the next thing that has to be done is we've got to develop a campaign that will be geared towards the real estate mindset, right? You don't want to talk to real estate people about Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Right.
You want to talk to real estate people about what they would understand in real estate lingo about solar and how it will enhance and benefit their business, how they can have a secondary brokerage, all that kind of stuff that takes place. So then you've got the customization of the bot, and that takes a little bit of time. But once you turn it on, that would mean that you have one bot for real estate going, and that's pretty cool. But the really, really, really cool part is you can run an infinite amount of groups at one time on the software. That changed big time.
Yeah, because then you got it just going and going in multi different places.
That's right. So, so that you're getting a good grasp of what I'm talking about, the position that I'm in. I don't really, where would I really rather spend my time? Talking to people about buying solar, or teaching salespeople how to sell it, and me finding the leads and finding the recruits. I like this part because seriously, this will give me this will guarantee me 6 or 8 people a day that I can at least communicate with on Zoom like this. And I'm looking for I'm looking for the whales out there. I'm looking for people that are business people. This software is gonna go out and it's gonna find me the low-hanging fruit. It's gonna find me the consultants. It's gonna find me the affiliates. But I want to speak to the builders. And so I'm going to set the software up so that I get people to book on my calendar as well as joining my organization without me even meeting them. But the ones that join my calendar are going to be business people. That's how I'm going to make my bot work. That's how I would do it for you. That's what whole thing I was getting to. So
Awesome.
It's just in progress. And what I need in order to make it work is you've got to give me access to your account. I need a copy of your driver's license in case Facebook shuts it down. I need your phone number so that your phone number can be used as the secondary source for turning it back on when Facebook shuts it off. And Facebook will shut us down. They do it all the time, for all kinds of different reasons. You got to follow a lot of the rules and regulations with Facebook, and they change on an hourly basis. So you never know what it is. But
my nephew works for Facebook. So anytime I have a problem with my account, I always message him.
And does he get it fixed?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then now you need to introduce me. That's the guy right there. Because look I'll make you a white label of this. If you buy it from me and you use it, then, you can sell it to your downline. Or listen, I don't even think about selling it to the downline, but there's other people out there that when you're in a conversation, this is just another tool that you have that you can talk about that you might be able to make money off of. You never know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way this kind of business works.
Absolutely. Word of mouth.
Yeah. And what's cool is that you're actually going into a brand new area of your life with a brand new business. You're going online now, and you're going to enjoy it because you already know the business about herding cats. Now you're going to be herding ants. Okay. Because this world is huge. These are people all over the world. Okay. It's a lot of times I just have to say to people, no, you and I are not a good fit. Bye. You got to be willing to take it even that far. So what I'll do is I'll work on this for you. And once I get it perfected, I'll then share it with you, and you can make a decision on whether or not you want us to run it for you and do it, or you can do it yourself or hire your own person. It doesn't matter. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you want to do it yourself, but I'll take you down the right path and show it to you,
Awesome. Okay. That's great. That's super. Now let me ask you this. So what if we want to, like, I'm not the type to go, I'm not going to go door to door, even residential. I'm more of a commercial type person. I would prefer to go after businesses in commercial properties to do
this. It's about a month away. Commercial solar is about a month away from us. Okay. There was an announcement a few days ago that we saw, and you'll be in that group. The group is called Solar Proposals, I think is what they named it. And I'll make you part of that group. And they post all kinds of corporate posts, all kinds of stuff like that. I saw a post come through a couple of days ago that that commercial solar is coming our way for us. But you got to remember, it will be state regulated again. It'll give you a list of states that you can go into. I think I showed you, if you go into the map here, you'll see in the presentation.
Yep. What states allow? Yep. Yeah. What states it's not in?
Right here.
Yep.
So to be honest with you, I also focus my recruiting based on the states too. Okay.
Yeah,
When
I'm sure. Yeah, well, you need to.
When I'm talking to the leaders of the company, I try to find out what leaders are in what state, and I go to those leaders and I'll ask them to help me out with understanding all the state regulations and things like that. Everything is documented and you can read it, but I would rather read it and then talk to the owners in that state to find out what kind of challenges that state is having and so forth, because I do focus on my recruiting is focused on that kind of stuff. I want to make sure that if I find a leader in that state, that I give that leader the right kind of information, because I'm very competitive. So I like to know who I'm competing against. And if you know who you're competing against, and the internet makes it really easy, then I can actually know where to go to start getting my business, start actually doing business.
Yep.
The presentation is easy to learn, and you'll get in all the groups and stuff, and you'll see I do a lot of stuff where I break things down and kind of make it easy for you to understand. The other thing is I do a lot of social media, so you'll read about the posts and things like that. But to be honest, you don't have to worry about a thing. You've already got it. You're light years ahead of probably 80% of the people that are already in the business, because you're a businesswoman and you understand business as a whole. Okay. So, and we're just exchanging the words. Instead of having salespeople, you're looking for mentors. That's all, instead of a salesman, you're looking for a mentor. Instead of a canvasser, you're looking for an affiliate. Instead of it's just that kind of a thing.
Yep.
Anything else?
Awesome. No, lots of good information. This is wonderful. I'm
What time
excited
zone
about.
Are you in Central Time Zone right now, Aruba?
Eastern. No, I'm
Okay.
back in Ohio right now. I go to Aruba on the 2nd.
Is Aruba Central?
No, it's same as Eastern. It just doesn't do the daylight savings.
Okay, good. All right, no problem.
But Eastern Standard Time, so it's nice.
All right, good. So you're not losing. You don't have to worry about any of that time change at all.
No, it makes it so nice.
I work my hours. I normally work 9 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
But I'm at my desk all the time. But those are the hours that I like to work. Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm a stroke victim and survivor, and I work at my desk because my left hand doesn't. I don't have the balance that I had before to play tennis and stuff like that. So I'm mostly here doing what I do.
Wonderful. Okay.
All right. You have yourself a great day.
David, I thank you so much for all this wonderful information. I'm excited about seeing you finish that tool up. That's going to be exciting.
I will. All right. I'll see you on Tuesday at the meetings.
All right.
Thank
Take care.
You. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.